All right, guys. So we are going to be starting any moment from now. Just hold on, guys. It's nice to meet you guys. Ruth Dache, Elizabeth, Idris, City Boy, Jerome, Judy, Judith, Rexin, God's Gifts, Udrak, Obong, Eshiet, Utibe. All right, so guys, very soon we'll be starting in no time. Just hold on. All right, just hold on. Please, can you guys do me a favor? Just go to the group, right? Just go to the WhatsApp group. I want us to scatter everywhere. Can you guys help me to scatter everywhere? Just go to the group and say we are live, so that every other person will be gingered to come live, right? So we are live, we are starting now. Oh yes, we are live. Please, let's go to the group now and do that for me. Please, I'm begging, right? Just go to the group and tell and go and buzz everywhere. We are live, we are live, we are live. Let's do this together, please. We are live, we are live, we are live. Let's buzz everywhere, let's scatter everywhere. We are live, we are starting now, we are live. Please do that for me. Right, thank you guys. I really appreciate. Are they doing that on the group? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you guys. All right, so the next thing we are going to be doing now, we're going to be introducing ourselves, but just a little bit, just give me a little bit time. Maybe you should off the lights. Okay, I think it's okay now. The background is not even showing. All right. All right, thank you guys. Hey, now we are having more numbers. So if you are joining us, if you are just joining us, please, you can do the same thing. All right, just go to the group and tell everyone that we are live, we are live. We are starting in no time. All right, in no time, we are starting in no time. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you guys for doing that for me. All right, so the next thing I'll be sharing my screen. So I'll be sharing my screen now so that I don't know why I'm a little bit tensed. I don't just know why. Maybe because I'm just meeting you guys for the first time. Right. So let's do this now. All right, I think this is better now. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, just go to the chat box and say, I can see your screen. I can see your screen. I can see your screen. So just go to the chat box and say you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, right? Can you guys see my screen? Please help me. Right, thank you. Just go to the chat box and say you can see my screen. Right, so I want to make sure that everything, okay, good. 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 Nice one. All right, thank you guys. Okay. All right, so I want you guys to help me too. So let's do a little bit introduction. Let's get familiar with each other, right? So that we can have a very smooth teaching tonight, right? I want to get familiar with you. I want to get to know you, right? I want to get to know you, and I want you guys to get to know me also. So my name is Ola Wealth. My name is Ola Wealth. I'm from Lagos. So why don't you just go to the chat box and say, my name is Afolabi Timileyin. Tell me wherever you are watching me from. So my name is Afolabi Timileyin from Ogun State, something like that. So let's go. Let's do something like that now. All right, let's go. 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 All right. I'm not seeing. Okay, my name is Jerome from Lagos. Thank you. My name is Ola. Ola from Lagos. Abdul Wahab. Your name is not Ola. I'm seeing Abdul Wahab here, so how come? Abdul Wahab, how come your name is Ola when I'm seeing Abdul Wahab similar here? So that means you're lying. I'm Ola. All right, Dave from Benin. Wow, Dave from. I think Abdul Wahab is saying something, or someone else is saying something. All right, so Abdul Wahab, where are you from? Okay, good. I'm Lizzie. Lizzie from Cross River State. Wow, we're in Cross River State, Lizzie. Right? Are you from Ugeb, Obubra, or you are from Ogoja? Where exactly? I stayed in Obudu. Wow, that's nice. City boy, Abuja, nice one. Kafayat from Kogi, nice one. Abdul Wahab from LA. This Abdul Wahab, There's something about this guy. I can't really figure it out. All right. Justina from Oyo. That's nice. Justina, nice to meet you. My name is Legacy from Ekiti. Wow, that's good. Wow, that's good. That's good. That's good. If you are here to go to the WhatsApp to tell every other person that we are live, I think you should help me do that. So go to the WhatsApp and let everyone who cares to know that we are live. We are live. All right. So without not wasting much of our time, let's get to the business of the day. So enough of all the introduction, right? I think we should just dive into the business of the day so that we can all close early, right? So that we can all close early. All right. I think more people are still introducing themselves. Utibe from Akwa Ibom. Wow. Insido. Utibe Insido. Do you understand that? For some of you that don't understand, you are lost. Well, I stayed in Cross River State for a very long time. I schooled in University of Calabar. Oh, all right, nice one, Utibe Thomas. Right, I schooled in University of Calabar, so I understand EFIC to some extent, right? So I can communicate a little bit. All right. So why we are here is because some of us want to be a social media manager, right? Some of us are already a social media manager. Do you have a social media manager already in the house? So if you're a social media manager already in the house, maybe you just want to use this platform to learn more about social media management, right? So you just want to use this platform to learn more about social media management. So you can just go to the group, right, and say, I'm already a social media manager. You can just go to the chat box and say, I'm already a social media manager. I just want to learn more. Right, so you can just go to the chat box and do that. And if you are joining us through YouTube, right, you are not lost. I'm with you. I dare here with you. So you are not lost. I'm here with you guys. One thing I can guarantee you that in this webinar, I'm a social media manager, newbie, and I want to learn more. Boulevard Tifeda is nice. I like that. Any other person? Justina say, I am already a social media manager. I just want to learn all it takes to do it perfectly. Oh, Justina, that's nice also. That's a good one. And if you are joining us from YouTube, I might not be able to respond to you, but don't worry, I'm with you. I deal with you. So I deal with you. right? Any other person, right? A social media manager, right? Okay, so if you are a social media manager in the house, just be rest assured that you want to learn more, you are talking to the expert itself, right? I've worked with a lot of brands. If I'm counting the brands I've worked with now, it should be over more than 20 brands. I haven't done that counting before, but I think I need to start doing the counting so that I can accurately give figures of how many brands I've worked with, right? So I've worked with a lot. Okay, I've been trying to be one one for years now, but I haven't been able to get a hold of it. Oh, Olalekan, don't worry, this class is going to help you to become a professional social media manager. Don't worry, at this webinar, right, you are going to learn a lot. So, and if you are staying to the end, Uduak, okay, Uduak Eshiet. Uduak said, Uduak Obong from Lagos. Okay, I'm already a social media manager and I want to learn more. I want to get things right because I'm not sure of what I've been doing. Wow. Okay, Uduak, I really want to be your coach. So I really want to be your coach. Since you want to learn more. One thing I like about people, in short, one thing I like about people is I like people who are enthusiasts about knowledge. All right. I like people that are they have a knack for knowledge to know. There is no better thing in this life. In short, one of the things that have differentiated a poor man from a rich man is knowledge, is by what you know, right? So how well are you informed? How well you are informed will determine how rich you are going to be. All right. So there's a portion of the Bible says, "My people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge." So one thing that destroy people, one thing that make people poor, one thing that make people rich is knowledge. And I'm glad that most of you are seeking that knowledge. In short, congratulations to every one of you are here in this webinar tonight. So we have a lot of people on the group, but look at the numbers of people that are here. That shows the seriousness that you guys have for knowledge, and I really appreciate you guys. That nice one. All right, so let's move on. So it's not about the number, it's all about you getting value. So this webinar is actually brought to you by Wealth Nation. Okay, so if you are just joining us, wow, we are having more numbers. That's nice. That's nice. So I have a gift for you, a special gift for you, right? That's if you are joining us, if you are staying to the end of the webinar, right? I have a special gift for you. For everyone that is staying to the end of the webinar, right? There is a special gift. There is a special gift. There's a special gift for everyone that is staying till the end of this webinar. And I will urge you to stay to the end of this webinar so that you can partake in that special gift. Somebody say something. Let me read out that person. What's that person? Okay, Justina is really happy. Okay, so Justina. So this webinar is actually brought to you by Wealth Nation, right? Let me quickly talk to you a little bit about Wealth Nation. So Wealth Nation, our mission and our vision is to empower and uplift Africans by combating poverty through technology education. Now we notice that the wealth of the world now, the wealth of this world now is in tech. That's why if you look at the top richest people in the world right now, they are people who are actually in tech, right? From Mark Zuckerberg to the Amazon owner, right? All these people are into tech. Just go and do your research. First five richest people, they are into tech, right? Everyone are into every of these rich people are into tech. That means that the wealth of the world is in tech. So it is now Africans now need to start leveraging on how to make money using technology, right? And one of the best way is for us to focus So we at Wealth Nation, we focus on teaching valuable tech skills to guide individuals on how to monetize their skills and ultimately leading them to greater financial independence. So our whole aim and our own vision is to help you leverage on how you can use tech skill to make money for your own self, right? Does that make sense to you? Right? So learning skills like social media management, digital marketing, video editing, UI, UX, cyber security. These are tech skills that are actually in high demand right now. So, and at Wealth Nation, we are creating different webinars to enlighten people, right, on uh, how to make use of this tech skill to make money for themselves, and that's why we are doing all this. So, my own name is Ola Wealth. That's my name, right? But my real name, Ola Wealth, is what people knows me as because I have this urge for making money, right? I have this urge for making money. So my name is Afolayan Ololade. That's my real name, right? So I'm the instructor that will be teaching you everything about social media management. And I assure you that I'm going to help you guys to understand the skill, right? And how to make money from the skill. Two things: understanding the skill and how to make money with the skill. I have worked with a lot of organizations. I have a whole wealth of experience. So what am I bringing to the table? A whole lot of experience. I have I have lost a job, I have gained a job. That's experience. I have lost jobs and I've gained jobs. In short, there were times in my life that I um there were times in my life where I do not even have jobs, right? And these are the things that has made me stronger, and these are the things that has made me gain experience, right, in today's world. So now when people call me expert now, it's because of the fact that I have had my ups and downs. I had my failures. So failure makes you a success. So wherever you have failed, this is another thing I want to tell most of you today. So don't your failure is not a how like it's not a disadvantage, right? It's not a disadvantage. It just helps you to learn better, right? I have failed a lot, and those my failures has made me know a lot, right? I spent a whole lot of money buying a lot of courses, and that's why today people call me experts. People call me Sabi Digital Marketer. They call me Sabi Digital Marketer because it's a whole lot of expertise that I'm bringing, right? So I schooled in University of Calabar. I'm a Christian and I'm single. I think I don't want to bore you a lot about myself, but the main most important thing there is that I have failed a lot. I have failed a lot, and I have a lot of success also too. In short, most of the success that I'm experiencing right now are based on the foundation of my failures. So if you are failing in any aspects right now, just see it as an advantage for you to get better, right? So without that's just all about all that. So now let's now go to the business of today, right? Then before we go into the business of the day, there are some certain things I want you to know. I want you to note some certain things, all right? If you don't understand anything, just write it down. My job, right? My job in this webinar is to make you understand. Even if you are a newbie, even if you don't have any experience at all as a social media manager, right? My job is to make sure that you have a depth understanding. So if you don't understand anything, don't worry. There's a at the end of this webinar, there's a session for question and answer. So just write anything you don't understand, write it down, right? And I'm ready to answer all your questions, right? So that's one primary assignment. And then another thing is, if you need to get a pen and paper, go and do that now. go and get your pen and paper right now because we're about to go in, right? So if you are ready for me, right, and you are ready to go in with me, right, just go to the chat box and say, let's go, let's go, yes, let's go. Now go to the Zoom chat box and say, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, let's go. Yes, not let's go. Yes, type yes, let's go. Yes, let's go. Justina, I like your vibe. Nice one. Prime Star, nice one. Wisdom, Uduak, Justina, okay. Williams, Abdul Wahab, Rexin, God's gift. Kola Wale let's go. Yes, let's go. Kafayat, nice one. Right. Emeka Maximus. This your name is unique, Emeka. Emeka Maximus. Bolu Atife, yes, let's go. Bolu Abdul Wahab, let's fly. This Abdul Wahab, Abdul Wahab, let's fly. Eniola Bamidele, yes, let's go. Okay. Judith. All right. I like that name. Judith. Yes, go. All right. Ruth Dache. Ruth, are you Awuza? All right, so without not wasting much of our time, I've talked about Web Nation. Then let's talk about my goal of teaching this course. Wow, I like that. Ololade Ashake. Oh, this guy. All right, my goal is to provide you with actionable insights, right, and practical tips, real-world examples that will empower you to thrive as a social media manager in this current connected economy. Do you know that we are in the connected economy right now? For the past 2 years now, I've been at the comfort of my home making money. I have not stepped out. Can you imagine that you've not stepped out of your home looking for job just from the comfort of your home? So a lot of people used to think maybe it is you need to do Yahoo to make money. You don't need to do Yahoo to make money, right? You can learn a tech skill and start making money from the comfort of your home or home, working remotely. It's possible. It's possible, right? We are in a connected economy. Right? Look at us now. Let's even do a practical example of what we are doing right now. I am teaching you from the comfort of my home. You don't need to attend any physical location for you to gain knowledge. That's to show you that technology, how powerful technology is, right? You can be at the comfort of your home and make money. This is not like is not a film trick. It is real, right? It's possible. Right? It's possible. You can do your interview at the comfort of your home. Don't worry, maybe in the course of the class, I'm going to be showing you one of my students. One of my students just I think that was 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago, just sealed about 500,000 naira gig, right? From the comfort of his home. Don't worry, I'll be showing you the chart from the comfort of his home. So it's possible. Anything is possible. So you need to first believe that it is possible. At this rate, you don't need to do Yahoo, right? I'm seriously telling you this now. You don't need to do Yahoo. All you just need to do is learn a tech skill, a valuable tech skill, and use it to make money from the comfort of your home, right? I'm just telling you now. Look at what I'm doing right now. It's from the comfort of my home, right? And you too, you are listening to me from the comfort of your home. It's possible. So everything is possible. So enough of that, and let's go to the main topic for the day. Right? So who is a social media manager? Let's start with that. Let's even start with the emergence of social media manager. 30 years ago, there's nothing like social media. There's nothing like a skill called social media management. Do you know there's nothing like a skill called social media management? But right now, people attention are driving crazy, right? The skill people want to learn right now, people want to be tech bros. Right now, they want to be tech bros. That's just because the world is evolving, right? Things are changing on our planet. Things are changing on a daily basis, right? And one of the skills that you can learn that can help you to stand out is social media management. But then, who is now a social media manager? Let's even dive into that. All right. So a social media manager is like a brand's online storyteller, helping to build a positive image and connect with people on the social media. I'm going to explain, right? So they make sure that the brand presence is engaging and trustworthy, creating a strong, relatable identity in the digital world. So a let me do a clearer so let me do a clearer um let me do a clearer teaching to that now. So who is actually a social media manager? If you look at in our present world right now, right? If you look at the present world right now, everybody's attention are driven to the online space. Majority of us, in short, how did you get to know about this social media management webinar? You get to know through about it on the internet, on the social media platform like Facebook, like Instagram. Some of you got to know about this from Instagram, while some got to know about this from Facebook. The attention of um people is changing, right? It's not like before. It's not like before where um people will need to walk into a particular store to buy products and to buy their products and to render service. Things are changing right now. Businesses and organizations now are learning to use the social media uh, for their um for their online reputation, right? To build their online presence, right? So businesses and organizations are using the social media to build their online presence because the attention of their audience has changed. Most of the audience, most of the people right now, they are on the internet. Majority of us has opened Instagram today. Majority of us has opened Facebook today. Majority of us has been on TikTok today. Majority of us has even been on WhatsApp today, right? So your customer, they are on the social media platforms. If they are not on Instagram, they are on Facebook. If they are not on Facebook, they are on TikTok. If they are not on TikTok, they are on LinkedIn. They are everywhere. Now, business and organization now have this understanding, right? Business and organization now have this understanding. They are beginning to position themselves on the online space, right? So it is now um so because of that, right? You don't expect that a business owner, someone who has a multi-business, someone who has um a fashion brand, or someone who has a multi-million business, to be managing that social media platform. You don't expect them to do that, right? It is someone that needs to help them to manage that social media platform, right? Then this is another thing again for you to understand. So many people have not bought products. So many people they've not bought products from such business before. So many people have not interacted with that business before, right? Majority people does not even have an understanding about that business before, right? They don't even know the business. It's just like maybe you want to buy a wristwatch. Like I got this my wristwatch out. I got it online, right? I need to go to the social media platform to read more about the the platform before I can even entrust my money with them. And that's the same thing. So most business and organizations, they want to build their online Sorry about that. That was my network. Sorry about that. That was my network. Are you guys okay? I can hear you. I can't hear you again. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? If you can hear me, go to the chat box and say, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. If you can hear me, please help me out. Let me know if you guys are with me. All right. Can you hear me? Okay. Is it only me? I can't hear you again. Oh, I can hear you. Thank God. Now everyone can hear me. Are you enjoying the class? Are you enjoying it already? If you're enjoying it already, I want you to go to the chat box and say you can hear me already. All right. Can you guys hear me? All right. Okay. Okay. I think you guys can hear me now. I think they can hear me now. Yes, I can hear you now. All right. Good. Thank you, guys. Okay. So far, are you enjoying the class? Please, I want to get your feedback. So far, are you enjoying the class? If you're enjoying the class, just go to the chat box and say, I am enjoying the class. 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 Okay, I'm enjoying the class already. Okay, good. Please, if you can't understand anything, you can just write your question, write it out, right? You can just write your question out. Good. All right. So just like we were saying earlier, so businesses and organizations position themselves on the online space, but they want people to trust them, right? They want this business they want people to trust them. They want their audience to trust them. They want their customers that are buying from them to trust them. So that is why it is important. It's very, very important for a social media manager to help those businesses and those organizations, right, to build that trust on the online space. So now this is now where this our definition now makes sense. So a social media manager is like a brand online storyteller. So you help the brands and the organization to tell their story in different forms, right? Helping them to build a positive image, right? And connect with people on the social media. So they make sure that the brand presence is engaging and trustworthy. So it's all about trust, right? So it's all about trust. So if being employed as a social media manager now, it is my duty to help business and organization to position themselves on the online space, in a way whereby um their audience, right? Their audience, their customers, right, can be able to trust them. All right, so what are now the duties of a social media manager? Right? One of the duties of a social media manager is content management. Now, if I am a social media manager, right? If I am a social media manager, one thing that it is very, very necessary for me to do is um, content content creation, because content creation is the way you can relate with the audience. The kind of content you create, right, is the best way to relate with the audience. So what kind of content are you creating to relate with your audience to build that trust and to build that online reputation, right? So one of the duty is content creation, because the content itself is the language of the customers, of the audience, because what the people are going to be seeing on the online space is the content. So the first duty of a social media manager is content management. Content management. Then the second thing is to perform research. So who is going to be a social media manager that is not going to be performing research? You need to perform research. You need to know what is trending. You need to know what there's something we call competitor analysis. So you need to know what your competitors are doing and how this business, your own business or the organization that you are working with, how that organization can position better than the competitors, right? So you need to perform competitor analysis, right? Then the second thing is to collaborate with other teams in a company. Let's say you are working with a company or you are working with a brand, right? One important thing is that you are going to be connecting with different people, right? You are going to be connecting with different people, right? You are going to be connecting with the graphic designer. You are going to be connecting with the videographer. You are going to be connecting uh, uh, you are going to be connecting with the graphic designer. I've mentioned the graphic designer. I've mentioned motion graphic person, right? So you need to learn how you can collaborate, with these people. So that's another duty of a social media manager: collaboration. You need to learn how to collaborate with them, right? Then another thing is design and implement social media strategy. Now, the social media is a war. Do you get that? The social media itself is a war. You are not going to, as a business and as an organization, right? It is not only you that is doing that same business. It is not only you, right? That is it's not only that is doing that business, right? You have competitors, right? So you need to design strategy that you can use to overcome your competitors. That's very, very important, right? So you need to design strategy that you can implement that can help you to overcome your competitors. So one of your duty is that you need to learn how to implement social media strategy. In short, before you start creating any content, one of the first thing you need to do is map out your strategy. What kind of content are you going to create? Because we have different kind of content. There's a content for engagement, there's a content for sales, there's a content for traffic, right? You need to learn how you can implement this strategy, right? And how you can help, right? And how you can help organizations, right? How you can help the organizations to do better on the social media space. Because I said it, I said it's a war, right? Then another thing is you need to set specific objectives, actionable objectives, and report on your return on investment. What we mean by ROI here is return on investment. Return on investment is you are spending a whole lot, right? There's an effort you are giving out, right? What is the outcome of all this effort? What is the outcome of all these efforts, right? So you need to learn how you can set specific objectives and report on ROI, right? Then another thing is you need to learn how to communicate with followers and engage them. One of the skill, in short, one of the things that will make us have more sales or that will help the organization you are working with to have more sales and have more results is when you can learn how to engage with the followers, right? How you can communicate with them and how you can engage with their followers. Then another thing is you need to learn how to suggest and implement new features. You know, I told you that it's an evolving world. Things are changing on a daily basis. Things are changing on a daily basis, right? So one of the things you need to learn is how you can implement new features, right? Suggest new features and implement new features. Then another thing is you need to learn how to stay up to date with current technologies and trends in social media management. Then if now, this is now the next phase we need to go into. So now, if now we say that business and organizations want to help them to build an online reputation, right? One of the things we need to now learn is branding. Branding is what we know here as what is called packaging, right? How do you package yourself so that people can be able to trust you? All right. So how do you package yourself in a way people can be able to trust you? That's where branding comes in. All right. So we, as social media managers, our aim is to help business and organizations to build trust and online reputation, right? Then how do we package ourselves in a way whereby these our customers can be able to trust us? That's where branding comes in. So branding is the way a company, product, or services is recognized and remembered by people. It's like the personality and the identity of that thing. Right? So if we say we want business and organization to trust us, then we need to learn how this we need to learn how we can package ourselves in a way they can be able to trust us. Then when we are now talking about branding, right? Are you guys with me? Are you guys enjoying the class? If you are enjoying the class, please go to the chat box and say you are enjoying the class. You are enjoying the class. All right. Or if you are not enjoying the class, I'm not enjoying anything. Right. I just want to get your feedbacks. Feedback is very, very important. That's okay. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Judy, thank you. Justina, thank you. Oh, I'm enjoying the class. Nice one, Justina. All right. Are you getting what I'm saying at all? Yeah, I am enjoying the class. I'm even taking notes. All right, good. Wisdom. Wisdom will not kill you. Wisdom. All right. I like the fact that you are taking notes. All right, I'm enjoying the class. Is it only 5 people that are enjoying the class? I will not go on. No. If I'm not seeing more of I'm enjoying the class. I'm enjoying the class. Ruth, go on. I'm enjoying the class. Philip, we are enjoying. Gideon, okay, good. All right. Okay, so if we now say that from what we've been able to establish so far, we said that as a social media manager, our job is to help businesses and organizations to build online reputation, right? So now we are now talking about branding, right? So now, when we are not talking about branding, in short, branding has different types. Branding itself has different types. We have 3 types of branding, right? One is personal branding, the other one is organization branding, then we have product branding. Personal branding, organization branding, and product branding. Those are the 3 types of branding. Then I'm going to elaborate on all these 3 aspects of branding in order for us to understand. This guy, how many of you know Sabinus, right? So Sabinus is one example of what we can call a personal brand. And I'm going to explain, right? You know that for some of you, when you see someone wearing a blue shirt, right, and a black trousers and a short tie, right, you can say that, if you see another comedian on this attire, you say, this person is copy Sabinus, right? That's a personal brand. Every brand that wants to build an online reputation, right, has a way they are branding themselves. It's not only applicable to Sabinos alone, right? If you are the one that is very used to the social media platform, you will see this in Sabinos, you will see this in Mr. Macaroni, you will see this in Brother Shaggy, right? These are all brands, right? These are all brands, right? They are brands. That's why you see people don't just go to the online space to say they want to influence people. They go there with an intention, right? So these are an example of a personal brand. Let's now, I think this is making sense to some of you now. So a personal brand is basically the way you market yourself to others. It's like about how you present your skills, experience, and personality to make a memorable impression. It does not only applicable to Sabinos alone, right? Jerome, you need to stop that, right? It's not only applicable to Sabinos alone, right? Even pastors brand themselves, right? Even pastors brand themselves. Anybody who wants to have an online impact on the online space needs to learn how they can brand themselves on the online space, right? So personal branding is basically the way you market yourself to others. It's about how you present your skills, your experience, and personality to make a memorable impression. So think of it like crafting a unique image or reputation for yourself that helps you to stand out, right? You want to make a memorable impression, you need to find a way you can stand out, all right? So you might end up working with, let's say, a gym instructor, right? You might end up working with, let's say, a someone who is selling a beauty product and all that. So you need to let these brands that you are working with, let them understand what branding is all about. Then another branding we are going to be talking about is organization branding. Any organization that wants to win, I told you guys that the online space is like a war, right? And when you are going there, you need to come up with strategy, a clear strategy that is going to help you to win, right? Another branding we are talking about is organization branding. For example, let's use UBA, right? We have banks like UBA, we have FCMB, we have First Bank, we have all these other fintech companies like Kuda, right? Palmpay. You see that there's something unique about all these brands, right? So organizational branding is how a company or organization present itself to the world. Is the image and the reputation they build through their logo, their message, their customer service, and their overall experience. So it's what makes people recognize and feel a certain way about the company, right? So how do you want your organization to be perceived in a way people can be able to trust them, so that when they walk into that bank, they can entrust their money, they can be able to entrust their money with your organization, right? So it is very, very important for us to understand what organization branding is all about, right? So organizational branding is how a company or organization presents itself to the world, right? Then we have what is called product branding, right? Product branding too, we have Maggi, right? We have Maggi, we have Soupy, right? We have No, right? These are products, right? These are products. So product branding is how a specific product is marketed and recognized. So we have products like Close Up, we have Oral-B, right? These are different products. How did they position themselves in order for organizations, in order for their audience and their customers to be able to perceive them as a product that they can trust, right? So product branding is how a specific product is marketed and recognized. It's about creating a unique identity for that product so that people know what to expect and why it's special. So this includes things like the product name, the logo, the packaging, and the way it's advertised. Are you enjoying the class at all? if you're enjoying the class, because I like feedbacks. I like to know I'm actually getting much from here. Wow, that's nice. Utibe Thomas, I like that. All right. So my job will not be complete if you are not getting value. Right? My job will not be complete here if you are not getting value. So that's why at every point in time, I'm asking you and I'm trying to let you know whether you are absolutely yes. All right, Ruth, thank you. So my job here is to make sure that you guys are getting value, right? You understand what the job role is all about, right? Good. So we've trashed the product brand. Then now it's now important for us to now understand what we call brand message and brand voice. So there's something we call brand message. There's something we call brand voice. There's something we call brand message and there's something we call brand voice. And I'm going to explain all that now so that you can have a clarity, right? See, the best thing that can happen to anyone is that when you apply for a job, right, you have a clarity of what you are applying for, right? So that even when they are interviewing you, you know how to respond because you know your skill very well, right? You know your skill very well. So that's the thing. So let's now talk about brand message and let's talk about brand voice. So brand voice is what a company wants you to know about who they are, what they stand for. So it answers the questions like, for instance, so why are we in this business, right? What are you doing? So like MTN's brand message is about connecting people and enriching lives. That's their brand message, right? Connecting people and enriching life, right? Coca-Cola has its own brand message. Coca-Cola's brand message is all about sharing happiness. That's what, and it's already reflecting in their brands. If you go to Coca-Cola social media page now, right? Should we go to this Coca-Cola social media page so that you can understand what I'm trying to talk? I think we should do that, right? It's not actually it's not part of the things that I really want to show you guys, but I think we should do that so that you can understand. You guys can understand everything. Okay, somebody say yes. Okay, somebody say yes. Okay, let's do that now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now so that you guys can have an understanding of what we've been talking about. Can you guys see my screen? All right. All right. So let's do that right now. So let's go. Let's search for Coca Cola. So I will not just be doing practical. You are not just going to be doing theory. Sorry. So let's look at that now. So you can see everybody here is it's all about happiness. You can see they are sharing their happy moments. You can see, right? You can see this person, right? You can see on their social media page here, what are they trying to do? They are trying to share their happy moments, right? Okay, let's look at this again. Okay, look at this one again, right? Happy moments, right? That is why won't when you want to buy some of you when you want to do wedding, when you want to do naming ceremony, why is it that the first thing that comes to your mind is that let's buy Coca-Cola or let's buy Coke so that we can share for people? It's because the brand has been able to tell they have been able to show a message. One of their messages is showing the happy moments. So when people are thinking of their birthday, right? When people are talking about their birthday, it's all about the happy moment. You can see that they are not even in their social media pages there. You can see everybody is always, it's all about happy moments. You can see everybody, you will see people are smiling, right? People are smiling everywhere, right, on the social media, because that's their brand message, right? Share your family's family tradition. It's all about happy moments, right? It's all about their happy moments, right? So that's the thing. So every brand has its own happy, they're always sharing their happy moment, right? Is that where we are right now? So where are we? Let's oh my god. Still have a lot to cover. Okay, so yeah, this is where we are. All right. So let's move on. So brand voice. Hope you guys are understanding this, what we are trying to say. And if you check MTN too, right? If you check MTN too, the same thing is all about connecting people and enriching lives. And you will see it. Maybe we should try check MTN also. Because one thing I want you guys to do is I want you guys to have an understanding, a depth understanding, a depth understanding. So it's all about connection, right? It's all about connection, right? It's all about connecting people, right? It's all about connecting people. Every of their messages here, if we look at it very well, it's all about connecting. Their messages are all about connecting people, right? It's all about connecting people, connecting and enriching lives. Not only connecting people, but enriching lives. And if you look at everything that, just take your time, maybe after the webinar, just go and take your time. You will see that it is all about connecting people, right? And it's all about enriching life. That is all what their brand message is all about. So it's very, very important for us to have this clarity. All right. So now let's now talk about brand voice. So brand voice is how a brand sounds, right? Whether it's serious, whether it's funny, whether it's friendly, whether it's professional or casual. It's just like a person, or just like a person can have a unique way of speaking. A brand also has its own style of talking to people, right? Every brand has their style of talking to people. So that's what we know as brand voice. For example, Nike sounds inspirational and motivating. They will say, just do it. That's inspiration. Coca-Cola sounds friendly and happy, right? A bank might sound more serious and professional, right? So that's their, every brand has its own voice, right? They have a way of telling their story. Then we have what we call brand story, we have brand positioning, with brand identity, which we are going to treat that later, right? So after we understand all these things, now one thing now we need to have a clarity on again is social media platforms familiarization, right? So it's not even really now all about the brand now. It's how familiar are you with the brands, right? How familiar are you with the social media platform? Sorry, brand has entered my mouth. How familiar you are with the social media platform. So it's not about the platform size. Most people used to think maybe it's all about YouTube, it's all about LinkedIn, it's all about Facebook, it's all about Instagram size. No, it's not about the size. It's not about the platform size. It's about finding the right fit for your brand and audience. Let me do a explanation to that now. Let's say, for example, I'm a chef, right? I give these examples a lot. Let's say, for example, I'm a chef and I want to connect with my audience, people that are going to buy my product and my services. How do you think I'm going to connect with them, right? So most of them, they will go to YouTube. They will go and look for how to cook afang soup, how to cook jollof rice, how to cook a fried rice, right? That is the way you can connect with your audience, right? So positioning yourself on those social media platforms is very, very important. Every social media platform has its own target audience. Do you get that? Every social media platform has its own audience. The audience that are on Facebook are different from the audience that are on YouTube. The audience that are on YouTube are different from the audience that are on Instagram. The audience that are on Instagram are different from the audience that are on TikTok. Now, if you have an intention of reaching out to the Gen Zs, which social media platform will you be doing that? I want you to go to the chat box and tell me. You want to reach out to the Gen Zs, right? Which social media platform will you be doing that? Right? I'm selling a product and I want to reach out to the Gen Zs. TikTok, Justina, God bless you. TikTok, right? So if you want to reach out to the Facebook, sorry, I've already said that. So if you want to reach out to the TikTok, Instagram, no, you will see most of the Gen Zs on TikTok, right? That's the platform they utilize now. That's the platform that you will majorly see most of the Gen Zs. And if you want to sell to the Gen Zs, just go to the TikTok, right? If you are a serious business owner, you might not really get people to buy on TikTok because most of the people that are there are young people. They just go there to entertain themselves, to go and look at the trending topic, to go and look at Pella and Jervis. Those are the things they go there to go and do, right? So, but if you want to sell, you are into a fashion brand, you want to sell clothes, you want to sell you are a gym instructor, you are a chef, you will do more of that on Instagram, right? Most of the people, yes, you use the Instagram. Thank you, Justina. Right? Instagram will do that for you. I think I have brilliant students here. Wow. I think I have brilliant students here. Right? So if you want to network, right? You will do more of that on LinkedIn, right? You do more of that on LinkedIn. So you as a business owner, right, you need to know the right platform that you can sell your product and your services. That's one thing. So it's not about how big the platform is. This platform, is it a right fit for my target audience, for what I want to do? That's where we do what is called content strategy. So on our content strategy now, we highlight the platforms. What are we intending to do on this particular platform? Are we going there to sell them? To sell there? Are we going there to entertain them? Right? So sometimes you don't need to be on all the platforms. For some of you that are social media managers already, you don't need to be on all the platforms. You don't need to be on Facebook, Instagram. All you just need to do is stick to one platform at a time, right? Or two. You can just position yourself on the Facebook and Instagram. That's all you need, right? You don't need to be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, right? Your target audience might not even be on Twitter, right? Your target audience might be on Instagram, right? It is very, very important for you to know where your target audience is and how you can position to reach them. I'll urge every one of you to stay to the end of this class. I have a book I'm giving to everyone who stays to the end of this class, and I have something special. All right, something special I'm going to be giving to everyone who stays to the end of this class. But I hope you guys are getting value. Please, if you are not getting value, you can just go. Just leave the class. I'm not understanding anything. I'm not getting what this guy is saying. I think this guy um is not communicating. You can just go because it is of no use just adding to the numbers, right? All right. So, but if you are getting something, you can just stay, right? So you need to know, your target audience, where they are, right? Then another thing you need to understand is what kind of content will work best on these platforms, right? we have long form video for YouTube. So if you want to do a tutorial, right, long form video, right, YouTube is good for you, right? Or you want to do a vlog, right? YouTube is a very better platform for you, right? If you're on Instagram, right, or you want to show your visuals, your images of your product, of your services, the Instagram is good for you, right? If you want to create awareness and you want to drive traffic and you want to increase your sales, right, Facebook is good for you, right? So you need to understand the content, right, and what you need to understand the platform and what content will work for this platform. Are you getting whatever I'm saying? Now, there's a secret I want to show you guys now. Are you guys ready for this? If you're ready, go to the chat box and say, yes, I am ready. Okay, so if you have your question, if you have a question, wait to the end of the webinar. I'm going to answer your question. Just chill, wait to the end of it, because I'm already seeing questions there. So I have a question I have a secret I want to show you guys here. So there are 3 foundational secrets every social media manager needs to know. 3 foundational secrets. One is consistency build trust. Consistency build trust. That's number 1 thing you need to have at the back of your mind. So if you are with your notes, write that down. Consistency build trust. Another thing there is real customer stories create authenticity. Real customer stories. So that's what we know as user generated content, right? Real customer stories create authenticity. Remember, let me take you back. Remember that why we are positioning on the social media platform is for us to be able to build trust so that we can sell our product and our services better. Is that not so? Right? So, in order for us to build this trust, we need to be consistent. Many of us trust God, right? One of the reasons why we trust God is because we know that tomorrow morning is going to be what? Is going to be bright. And we know that once it is by 7, right, it's going to be dark. God is always consistent with time and day. So you as a business owner too, you need to be consistently putting yourself out there. That's why we say consistency build trust, right? So in order for you to build a business that people can trust, you need to build what is called consistency. And as a social media manager, you need to have that at the back of your mind. Then second thing is you need to understand is real customer stories create authenticity. I'm going to explain everything. Engagement matters more than follower count. Most of the people are always looking at the numbers of followers. It's not about the number of followers. You can buy bot followers. I can add bot followers on my Instagram now, and most of the people will not even know. You'll be confused whether it's this original or it is real, right? So it is engagement that matters. It's not the numbers of the followers. So I think you've been able to we've been able to establish these 3 foundations. So let's now explain them. 1, I said consistency build trust and visibility. Posting regularly and maintaining consistent brand voice helps keeps your audience engaged and build long-time trust. So I work with a particular I was working with a particular client. Let me show you. I need to show you guys. I was working with a particular client, right? And see what we've been able to do, right? We've been able to build what is called consistency, right? And that's why this page has been able to grow, not only grow, has been able to have lot of turn up of sales, right? It's because it is a consistent brand, always consistent, always posting consistently, always posting consistently, right? That's what has been able to help this particular organization to have a particular restaurant to be able to have more sales, right? So consistency is what builds trust. When people knows that you are always going to show up, people will trust you, right? People will trust your brand, right? Then the next thing here is what we said here is that so the next thing we said here is sorry, trying to the next thing we said here is leverage on user generated content. What we mean by user generated content is this, right? You can see this particular content here, right? This is a user generated content where a customer, a trusted customer, was being able to tell a story, right? She was being able to tell a story. And this is going to build trust in the mind of other people who are engaging with that particular product, right? Let your customers tell their story. Let them tell their stories of how they be able to know your product, right? Not only your product, how, not only knowing your product, how they be able to buy from you, and how and the results they get from buying your product. So allow your customers to tell their stories. Allow them to tell their stories. So that's where we have user-generated content, right? So leverage on user-generated content is going to let your customers tell their stories. Let them tell their stories. Then another thing is engagement is more important than followers. It's not about the numbers of followers. It's the numbers of people that are engaging on it. Let's say, for example, now I come to this particular brand, right? I come to this particular brand. The first thing I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to be looking at how many people are commenting, how many people are liking the product, what are they saying about the product. That's what really matters. It's not the numbers of, it's not the numbers here, right? So every social media manager needs to understand that it's not the numbers, it's not the numbers of the followers, it's not the number of 29.3 thousand followers that they have. Is the number of people. What people want to see is how many people are commenting. What are they saying about the product, right? So make sure that you are creating a buzz on the online space where people can actually engage on your product and your services that you are rendering. So these are three secrets that you need to know, foundational secrets that you need to understand as a social media manager, right? Let's take those secrets again. Number one, consistency is what builds trust. The second thing we said is real customers, right? Stories create authenticity. Then the third one we say is engagement matters more than follower count, right? And remember that we said that our job as a social media manager is to be able to build what? Is to be able to build trust so that people can be able to buy from the organization, or they can be able to buy from the business that they are hiring you as a social media manager, right? I hope you guys are understanding all these things. If you are getting me and you understand everything I've been teaching since morning, please go to the chat box and say, I understand, I understand, I understand. Please help me. Do you guys understand? Response. Yes, I understand. Okay, Justina. Okay, I understand. I understand. Okay, I need more of that. Yes, I understand. Right? I want to be sure I'm giving value here. Right? I want to be sure I am giving out value. Right? I want to be sure I am giving out value. All right, right on, right on. Emeka Maximus. I don't know why I like this name. Justina said I'm getting value. All right, good. Now, all these things we've said, we need to now understand that it is not a day job, right? There are so many things you need to learn, right, to become a social media manager. One of it is knowing the tools we use, right? We've been able to establish our role as a social media manager. Now, if you are going to work with an organization, right, these are the things I used to tell my students. Maybe I need to show you that currently I have like over more than 200 students right now, right? And these are the things that we've been teaching them. So you need to learn that social media can be so overwhelming, especially if you are working with 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, right? Which I don't even encourage some of you to be working with 2, 3 clients and 4, 5 clients, right? The maximum clients you should have at your table should be 3, because it can be so overwhelming, and they should be in the same niche, right? I'm going to still talk about niches, right? So tools needed as a social media manager, right? One of the tools that you need as a social media manager is the scheduling tool, right? The scheduling tools. So one of the tools you can use like that is Metricool and Buffer, right? I'll be teaching you how you can use that, right? Metricool and Buffer. Another thing is analytics and reporting. Most of the brands that you are going to be working with, they will need you to do analysis, especially if you are working for international clients. They will need you to do an analysis. They will need you to give them an insight, right? They will need you to do a competitor analysis, right? What the competitors are doing and how you can help their business to do better, right? So analytics and reporting too. Another thing is content creation. You need to create content, right? So you can use Canva to do your design. You can use Adobe Creative Cloud to do your designs and to do animation, right? Most of the time, if I want to do animated videos, I use Adobe Creatives, right? Then you can use CapCut to do your videos. Then another thing is social listening and monitoring. You need to know what people are talking about your brand. That's where social listening and monitoring is all about, right? How you can make use of Hootsuite, Inside, Brandwatch, right? Then engagement tools like Zendesk, Agorapulse, Reply.io, right? Then you need to know how to run ads, right? Well, it's not your job as a social media manager to run adverts. That's the work of a social media marketer. But then it's an advantage for you, right? So you need to learn how you can run ads, run Facebook ads. How do you guys get to know about this class? You know it through Facebook adverts, right? Some through Instagram adverts. So you need to learn how to run adverts, run Facebook ads, run LinkedIn ads, Google ads, and all that. Then another thing is you need to learn SEO. SEO simply means search engine optimization, right? Please, can I type the apps you mentioned for engagement? All right, you can, right? So you need to learn SEO, right? Please, any question you want to ask me, let it wait to the end of the class, right? Then you need to learn how to create short links, because in some of your content you will be adding some short links to it. Then you need to learn how to use CRM tools like HubSpot. Then you can still use Metricool also for your CRM tool. So all these are the tools you need as a social media manager. So another thing is, what are the opportunities that are available as a social media manager? There are opportunities. There are various opportunities, right? Top 10 high paying niches for social media manager. Real estate, right? Real estate. Most um, real estate organizations are looking for social media managers. And I can teach you how you can get clients from real estate. In short, just like I told you guys, I can't work with more than 3 brands. Most of the organizations that are reaching out to me, I just give it out to my students, right? I have a community of social media managers already, so I just give out the jobs to them, right? So real estate, they are looking for social media managers. Beauty and wellness, I think I just showed you guys one of the beauty, one of the page that I'm managing, right? They are into the beauty and wellness niche. That niche pays a lot, right? They pays very well. Fitness and health, right? These are niche that pays. Both fitness and health, both internationally and locally, right? Travel and tourism, right? Then influencers too, they need social media managers, right? So you have like an artist there. I actually have an artist that I'm actually managing, right? Too. So influencers, non-profit, the NGOs are looking for social media managers also, right? Events and entertainment, agriculture and farming, e-commerce, tech startup, right? I'm currently, I think the one I showed you right now is actually a tech, um, is a fintech company. So you need to learn, you need to know that all these niches and how you can position yourself. It's not all about learning the social media management as a skill. How can you get the jobs is another thing. Learning the skill is one thing. Getting the job is another thing, right? And I'm going to be teaching you all that. But then there are 3 steps to this course. One of them is to learn the skill. Another thing is to know the skill very well. Another thing is to learn how you can earn with the skill. 3 things I've mentioned now. Learn the skill, know the skill very well, and earn with the skill. Right? Learn the skill, know the skill. Business and organizations, a lot of them, they are looking for social media managers, right? And all you just need is to secure, let me say, like 3 clients. You can secure a 3 clients that can pay you like 150K least, 150,000 naira, right? You are good to go. I think 150,000 naira, if you are securing 3 clients, that's 450K, right? In a month. That's good. I think it's still okay for a start, right? So one is learn the skill, the other one is to apply the skill, and another is positioning yourself to learn how you can get the jobs. I was trying to tell you guys, yes, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. One of my students, maybe I should show you guys our chat. One of my students just secure a job. I think this it was this guy, yeah. Oh my god. Just secure this job. I don't have that time, luxury of time to wish. Just secure this job. They are paying 500K, right? One of my students, let me show you. 500K is what they are paying. Right? I was the one who even helped him to get the job. Right? Sent him a put how you can create his portfolio. Right? How I think this is it. Can you do social media remote work? Okay, I think it's even 600. Right? He got the job just yesterday. Right? 600K, and he got the job just yesterday. That's one of my students. I can't even tell you about every other person, right? In this group now, we have about, how many students do we have here? Right? I think this is about, we have about 12 here. There's one we have about 40 here, 25 here, right? And this one about 40 members here, right? And they are doing very well. They are doing very, very well. So one thing is for you to learn the skill. Another thing is for you to know how to get job with the skill. I hope this is an eye opener for you today. If it's an eye opener for you, I want you to go to the chat box and say this is eye opener. This is an eye opener for me. This is an eye opener. Just go to the chat box and say, this is eye opener, right? This is an eye opener for me. This is an eye opener for me. This is an eye opener for me. This is an eye opener. Go to the chat box, right? Then another thing is, this is an eye opener for me, right? All right. So one thing I want you guys to know is this. I celebrate every one of you that has been on this webinar with me, that has been staying till this point, right? You know, I told you guys that knowledge is powerful, right? And I know that some of you guys will still be like, oh, a lot of people say this is an eye opener. This is an eye opener. It's an eye opener for some of you, right? There is money in social media management, right? It's one of the it's one of the easiest skill to learn, right? I can't even should I even bore you with testimonials of people that have, some of my students that have gotten jobs, right? This is one of my students. Now, this is my student, Alice. She was even in a distress. I think I should even zoom it, right? She was even in a distress, right? She was even in a distress. Life don't tire her, right? But she was being able to get the job. This is another of my students that just got a job in one of the company. It was through my course, right? She was able to get a job, right? So one of the things that I'm here to do is to mentor and to coach you, right? What is mentoring and coaching all about? So why do players need a coach? Why do Serena Williams need a coach, right? Because they have a coach has gone through some of the things that you have not gone through. So they are bringing their experiences, right? They are bringing their experiences, their expertise, their failures. Just like I told you, I have failed a lot. And some of my failures has made me have a lot of discovery, right? They have made me know so many things. I can apply for international jobs. I can apply for local jobs. These are based on the fact that I have failed. There were times that I did not even have jobs. But as I begin to learn some of these things, I begin to buy courses. I begin to get mentors and all that, right? It has shortened my journey to success, right? I am not where I used to be 2 years or 3 years ago. Levels has changed, right? Now I don't even do more of social media management anymore. What I do more of now is coaching and mentoring and consultation, right? I do more of consultation, I do more of mentoring, I do more of coaching. That's what I do now, right? So, and I want to specifically help you guys also, so that um you guys can also stand a chance, right, of making money, especially someone who is thinking of learning a skill this year. So how many of us here would like to be a pro at this? If you like to be a pro at this, I want you to go to the chat box and say, I would like to be a pro at this. I would like to be a pro at this. Just go to the chat box and tell me you'd like to be a pro. How many of you? Oh, I would like to be a pro at least. All right, I would definitely like to be a pro. I'm in. I would like to master this. Good. Samson, Afolabi, Timileyin. I want to be a pro. I would like to be a pro at this. Good. Ruth, good. I would like to be a pro at this. I would like to be pro at this. Cora Wole, yes, I would like to be a professional. Right, good. Right. So in order for you to be able to be a pro at this, right, I have a good news for you, right? And that good news is specifically for some of you that stay till the end of this webinar. You stay to the end of this webinar, right? And you are going to take a particular action, right? So for some of you here, I have an offer for you, right? I have an offer for you. I have something special for you, right? So let me tell you what I have for you. So this is what we are going to, for you to be able to be a pro, these are the things that we are going to be cover. These are the things that we are going to cover that is going to help you to become a pro. one thing we are going to do is we are going to learn more about branding. Those one we did about branding is just a tip of the iceberg, right? There's what we call brand positioning, there's what we call brand identity, there's what we call brand story, right? You need to learn everything about branding. And for you to become a pro, you need to learn copywriting. Copywriting is using words to persuade people to take a particular action. That's what copywriting is. I don't know, maybe any of you have heard the word copywriting before, right? Then you need to learn how to create a catchy content, how to tell stories with content. Then you need to learn how content creation and curation, how to develop and manage high quality content. Then you need to learn how to track and measure your success, right? You need to learn how to schedule your posts. You need to learn SEO. You need to learn video editing and graphic design. For you to become a pro, these are the things that we are going to cover together, right? Then you need to learn how to run ads. At least you need to learn how to run Facebook ads. Then another thing is monetization, how you can monetize this skill, how you can turn this skill that you learn now, that you are learning right now, how you can turn it to money. So these are all the things that we are going to be covering together that can make you stand out and become a pro, right? These are all the things that you need to learn. So I have something very, very special. So I have done something for you, right? I have a detailed recorded video of over 40 video for this course. If I'm to sell that, is worth 45,000 naira. If I'm to sell the videos, is worth 45,000 naira, right? Then apart from that, we are going to be having a 4 weeks. That's 1 month, 3 in a week. We'll be having three we are having class 3 times in a week, which is going to be starting from tomorrow, right? We'll be having class 3 times in a week. Sunday, the classes are Sunday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Sunday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And it's going to be for 4 weeks. So that 4 weeks is going to be like a support system where you ask questions, right? You have questions, right? We'll be teaching you how you can tackle clients, how you can get jobs, how you can learn how to edit videos, how you can learn how to create designs and all that. So we'll be learning a whole lot for that 4 weeks, right? And it's going to be 3 times in 1 week, right? Then you have access to the social media management and handouts, right? You have a lot of handouts for you. Then the toolbox, right? You'll be having access to the toolbox also that I use, all the toolbox that I use. You know, I talked about using Metricool, right? You using Brandwatch, you using HubSpot. You'll be having access to that. If you are going to be having that access, right, is worth 10,000 naira. Then one-on-one masterclass, right? We are having a challenge, right? If you want to consult me, right, for consultation alone, you are supposed to be paying nothing less than 25,000. Then we have class of other experts, right? We have a community of a social media manager already, right? We have a community of a social media manager where you can get job easily, right? That's class of expert. Is priceless. Then apart from that, you'll be having certification, right? Certification to buttress that you've learned and you've undergo this course. These are all the things that comes with this package, right? Now, this is the thing. So I'm going to be doing this for only 20 people, right? I'm going to be doing this for only 20 people. Now, instead of you paying 45,000 naira, right? But for those people that attend this webinar tonight, right? I can see the seriousness in some of you. Stay from the beginning to the end, right? Instead of paying 45,000 naira and have access to all these things, right? You are going to be paying just a token, chicken change, right? Chicken change. In short, it's supposed to come free. For you to even stay to the end, it's supposed to be coming as free. But the reason is that we are running an advert, right? We are running advert. In short, some of you see this through an advert, right? You are running ads for this, right? This Zoom that you guys are having this class, we are paying for this. It's not free. Some of you know some of these things, right? It's not free, and it's money that we are using to maintain it. It's not about your money. We don't need your own money, right? But for first 20 people that are here, that are ready to pay, first 20 people that can pay 5,000 naira tonight, like this night, like this, right? Like this night, you pay 5,000 naira, you'll be having access to all this, right? For the first 20 people that are going to be paying 5,000 naira, you have access to all this. Then another thing is, these 20 people, they will be having access to the book. There's a book that has helped me, right? There's a book that has helped me grow to these points where I am today. I'll be giving you access to that book, right? You have access to the book. You can have access to the book, right? So these are all the things. So if you are in Nigeria, you pay into this account. Then if you are in Ghana, right? If you are here and you are in Ghana, you pay into, you pay 60 Ghana cedis into the account. So just go and drop your payment on the group. Make sure you drop your payment on the group so that my team can be able to verify that you've paid. If you do not join, if you do not drop the payment on the group, they will not, sorry, if you not drop the receipt on the group, they will not acknowledge that you've made payment to. So make sure that you drop the receipt on the group so that they can verify that for you, so that you can have access to all this. And if you have questions now, I'll be attending to some of you that ask questions. So if you have a question, you can raise up your hand. I have a question. I have a question. Okay, Afolabi Timlen, you can unmute and ask a question. Right?
Yeah, good evening. Good
Yeah,
evening, boss.
good evening, Afolabi.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the training, sir. But this is what I want to. My question is, first question is about this. I saw this BB, Gen Z, millennials or something. So I don't know what
Yo.
the BB means on the
Okay,
the Facebook
B2B,
and
not
Instagram.
okay. It is called
Okay, is it?
B2B. B2B, not BB. B2B is
Oh,
business to business. Business to business.
okay.
That's what it means. Business to
And
business. Not
second question, sir, regarding
all right.
these payments.
All right.
So if I can't make this payment tonight, like I won't be able to access this offer, right? So I won't have access to
Oh,
this.
okay. So if you are not making
Yeah,
payment tonight
so
and
like,
you are in
but
that,
I don't have, like I don't plan this, and like I really want to. So I'm not sure if I can make this. Like I can't even get this tonight, but I want to. Like I want to join is it the advanced class? Yes, I want to join the advanced class.
I'm very sorry about that. So for some of you that cannot make payment tonight, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry that I'm sorry about that. So if you cannot make payment tonight, you are going to be paying 15,000 naira to have access to the class. I'm so sorry about that, right? I'm so sorry about that. So if you cannot make payment, but you are joining later, it will be 15,000 naira. But if you are making payment tonight, it's 5,000 naira. Sorry. It's not like, sir, is there any content strategy example? Yes, there's an example of content strategy. Should I show? Okay. No, I don't want this screen because of some of the people that are going to be making payment. But you can send me a DM. I'll send you a copy of content strategy. In short, even if you want the copy of the content calendar, I can show it to you. And you can have a copy of that. But for some of the people that are going to be making payment, so that they can see the payment. All right. So sorry if you can't make payment tonight. I'm very, very sorry about that. But if you are in that group, right? If you are in that group, you'll be paying 15,000 naira later on. So I'm so sorry that you didn't expect it. So unfortunate. So unfortunate that you couldn't meet up. I'm so sorry about that. But then, if you are making payment tonight, it's just 5,000 naira. 5K. 5K and you have access. Then if you are in Ghana, just pay 60 Ghana cedis, right? Please, if you have a question, just raise up your hand instead of going to the chat box. Please, I'm lost. I just connected back. What's the payment for? Right? This person laugh. Sir, is there any content strategy? So I'm lost. Just connected back. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. I would have loved to help, but it's a policy we have here. So for those of you that are going to be making payments tonight, it's just 5K, right? And for those of you that will be paying later, it's 15,000 naira. 15,000 naira, and we still have access. All right. Any other question? Somebody says something. Are we getting a certificate? Sure, why not? Yes, you are getting a certificate. Where should I send the receipt? Send the receipt on the group. On the group where you are, where you belong to. Just send the receipt there. Right? Once you are done with the payment, just send the receipt there immediately. Then they will give you access to the group. So they will give you access with your packages. Right? Any other person? Are we getting a certificate after this promotion? Why? You are getting a certificate 100%. 100%, you are getting a certificate. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Right? If you have question, even based on what we've treated so far, or you have a personal question, it doesn't have to be related, or you have a personal question you want us to trash, you can also ask your questions, right? So, any question, any question, any question, any question, any question, any question? Are you joking? Somebody is asking a question. Can we easily get a remote job after training? Are you joking? 100% you get a remote job. I just showed you one of my students that just got a remote job. Right? In short, that is one of them. That is even one. You can see the conversations. It's not like maybe we are faking anything here. That is just one of them. I can show you different testimonials of some of my students that are getting jobs, right? I remember I tried to manage a football club in England and I was asked to visit the stadium. Yes, you can easily get a remote job, right? You can easily get a remote job. Right. So once you've done making the payment, just drop your receipt on the group, right? So once you're done making the payment, just drop the receipt on the group. Maybe somebody was asking, sir, how do we get a brand user generated content? All right. So there is actually a brand user generated content are actually users that have bought from you. So you have users that have bought your product. You have people that have already experienced your product before. So you now invite them, tell them to create a content, right? You tell them to create a content for you. You can tell them what to do, right? But when you are creating a brand user generated content, it's supposed to be honest, right? So that the audience can be able to have a connection with it, right? They can be able to connect with it richly, right? So that's how you can actually. So user generated content is from the audience that have already connected with you, right? So all you just need to do is tell them, okay, like I was showing you guys one particular user generated content. That's a particular customer that have bought the product. That's a particular customer that have been able to use the product. So we just invited her over to create a content for us. And you can tell them to create the content from the comfort of their home also, right? Why not make this 5K a 24 hours ultimatum. Nigeria economy get as e be. Yeah. Okay, maybe me and my team might consider it, right? We might consider it, right? Since everybody is complaining about the economy of Nigeria. Okay, we are in Nigeria also, we understand how it is. All right, all right, all right. We might consider it. We might consider it. We might consider it. We might consider it. All right. But once it is 20 people that are paying the 5K, we are done. Right? We are done. We are done. All right. Any other question? Please, it is better you please do, sir. Thank you. Okay, I think everybody, so many people are interested in this, but it, they want me to elapse the time. Okay, okay, I'll speak with my team and we'll see what we can do. All right, I'll speak with my team and we can see what we can do. But then, if it's not going to be possible, no problem. Later on, maybe tonight is not just your night. Later on, you can just enroll later or you wait for the next batch. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Any other question? Right. Okay, I cannot make payment tonight, but I am very, very interested. Let's see the numbers of people that are regards to working with remotely. How does one come up with authentic content ideas? Thanks so much for tonight. Oh, Judith, I like your name. Right? I am interested, but I can't make payment tonight. I am interested in this course, but I can't make payment tonight. Just let me see the numbers of people that are interested. Maybe we can consider 24 hours. We can consider it tomorrow, but the class is going to be starting tomorrow. That's the problem. Okay, team learning, one person. Let me see if I can get up to 10. Just only one person.
Ah,
Two person, okay. Let me see 10. If I can see 10, maybe we might consider. The class is starting tomorrow by 8 p.m. Tomorrow. The class is starting by tomorrow by 8 p.m. Class is starting tomorrow by 8 p.m. Oh, yes, we have live classes and recorded classes. I'm among but can't make payments now. Okay, Jerome. Okay, when is the class starting? Class is starting tomorrow. Regards to working remotely, how does one come up with authentic content ideas for the class? For instance, working with a print production company. When, when you when you register, you will learn how you can create a content strategy, right? And that's how you will learn that. So when you register, you will learn that. Register and you will learn, right? Those are all the things we treated in the class. We have a full videos that talks about that. So you can always watch them. All right. Any other person? Okay. I have a lot of people that are interested, but okay, sir, I wish to be part of your class. You make payments tonight. Go and do that. All looks high. I need to be part of your class and we make payments tonight. Go and make payments. Make payment tonight to be part of the class. To be part of the class. Then okay, 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 okay. Okay. My team says some people, a lot of people are already making payment already. All right, no problem. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, but the class will be starting tomorrow. Truth is that the class is going to be starting tomorrow. So, and if class is going to be starting tomorrow, it is expected that you put everything in place so that you can be part of the people that will take advantage of the opportunity, right? We just need only 20 persons that can make um, the 5,000 naira payment. Then from that 20, then we jack it up to 15,000 naira. Then the 15,000 naira will be for people that are in the group. So if you are in the group, you pay 15K. All right, that's that for that. Okay, in the absence of no more questions, or do you guys have more questions? You can raise up your hand if you have more questions. You can just raise up your hand. I have more questions. I have more questions. I have more questions. I have more questions. Honestly, if you ask me, I want this class to be free. But you yourself, how did you get to know about this class? You get to know it through an ad. Somebody is running an ad for this class, right? Even the Zoom that you are here, you are making payment for it, right? I love to teach you, right? And I love to teach a lot. It's something I'm passionate about, right? But in order to sustain the impact of the class, right, we need people to support us. Right? That's the thing, right? We need people to support us so that it can keep going, can keep going and keep doing and impacting more people. Right. So that's it. All right. Thank you guys. That's been a wonderful. Okay, someone asking a question. Oh, more questions are coming. Okay, sir, I wish to all hope, sir. I don't get what's the 15K about today. I said if you cannot make payment tonight, if you cannot pay 5K tonight, right, and you are paying later, right, that's where you'll be paying 15K. That's what I mean, Judith. Right? I'm not saying you are paying 15K later, right? If you cannot make payment tonight, later on, and you want to still be part of the class, right? Maybe tomorrow, that's when money now comes, and you want to be part of the class, you'll be paying 15K. I'm not saying you are going to be paying 50K. All right. All right, Judith. Judith, I think I like your energy, right? I like your energy. And if you are making payment, just make sure that we relate, right? Sunday classes are my challenge. Oh, that's serious. But you have apart from if you cannot attend the class, right? That recording for that class will be push out. Can the management be done on phone alone or laptop? Yes, you can use your phone. You can use your phone. You can use your phone. All right. So if you like someone was saying that Sunday classes are my challenge. Okay, we have recorded videos, right? The classes you are attending are going to be live. And if you cannot be part of the live class, right, we are going to be recording it, right, where you can actually have access later. Do you get it now? So you can see there's nothing like you are missing out. So if you are not part of the class, you can always watch the record version of the class. So I think that answered your question. All right. Any other question? Any other question? All right. For me, I really enjoy the class. I don't know about you, right? Me, I really enjoy myself tonight. I really, really enjoy myself. I don't know why. I just enjoy myself. The class was breathtaking. I really enjoy myself a lot. So you cannot learn all about social media management tonight. You can't learn everything tonight, right? So you can't learn everything tonight. And that's why we are making it. And if one thing you need to understand is this your 5K is not a problem. If after 2 weeks with the class, you still don't get value for the class, you can request for your money back. This is not like a gimmick. This is real truth. So I do not get value for this class, you can always chat me up and request for your money, right? This one is not Utilove. You are not getting value. You can always request for your money back. All right, thank you guys. I really enjoy myself. Any other question? You can record this statement. If after 2 weeks, right, you are not getting value for everything that is being taught in the class, you can always request for your money, right? You can always request for your money. You can record the statement. I said so, right? I said so. All right, thank you guys. I really enjoy myself, guys. All right, I think we are going to draw the close. We've been here for 2 hours. It's 10 o'clock. All right, so good night, guys. Good night. Sweet dreams. Boy, 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 boy. All right, good night, Judith. Judith, good night. All right, good night.